Hi everyone, today we're gonna discuss about single phase transformer. So figure 6.12 show a 50 Hz 720 over 240 single phase transformer supplying a load. So first, to find the approximate equivalent circuit of the transformer, refer to primary. So resistance primary equal to resistance 1 plus resistance prime 2 equal to resistance 1 plus A square resistance 2. So insert the value for resistance 1, 0.15 plus the A 720 over 240 and then square. Input the value of R2 0.03. So do the math calculation, get the answer 0.42 ohms. So next, reactant primary equal to x1 plus x prime 2 equal to x1 plus a square multiply x2. So input the value equal to x1 0.20 plus 720 over 240 square and then x2 equal to 0.08. So do the math calculation, get the answer 0.92 ohms. So redraw back the circuit and then input the value of reactant and resistance that we find for primary side. Next, for transformer, refer to secondary side. Resistance secondary equal to resistance 2 plus resistance prime 1 equal to resistance 2 plus 1 over A bracket square multiply with resistance 1. So insert the value. Resistance 2 equal to 0.03 plus A 1 over A square bracket 240 over 220 square bracket, and then multiply with resistance 1 0.15. So do the math calculation, get the answer 0.047 ohms. For the reactant secondary, reactant 2 plus reactant prime 1 equal to reactant 2 plus bracket square 1 over A multiply with x1. Input the value, x2 equal to 0.08 and then A is 240 over 720 and then square bracket, and then x1 equal to 0.20. Do the math calculation and get the answer 0.102 ohms. So redraw back the circuit for secondary side and then input the value that we find before this for reactant and resistance. Next, figure 6.13. To find transformer, refer to primary side. So for resistance primary equal to resistance 1 plus A square multiply resistance 2. So input the value 75 milliohms for resistance 1 plus A 360 over 120 square bracket, and then resistance 2 15 milliohms. So do the math calculation and get 210 milliohms. For reactant primary, reactant 1 plus reactant prime 2 equal to reactant 1 plus A square multiply reactant 2. Input the value and then get the answer 460 milliohms. So redraw the circuit and then put the value reactant and resistance primary. So for the transformer, refer to secondary side. Resistance secondary equal to resistance 2 plus resistance prime 1 equal to resistance 2 plus 1 over A square bracket multiply with resistance 1. So input the value 15 for resistance 2, and then 75 milliohms for resistance 1, and then 120 over 360 square bracket, and then do the math calculation based on the formula, and then get the answer 23.33 milliohms. For reactance secondary, same as before, adds 2 plus square bracket 1 over a square bracket multiply with x1. So x2 reactant 2 equal to 40 plus square bracket 120 over 360, and then multiply with 100 for reactant 1. Do the math calculation, get 51.11 milliohms. Redraw to the circuit and then input the value for secondary. Question 3, figure 6.14. So find the same transformer refer to primary. So as the same formula, resistance primary equal to R1 plus R prime 2 equal to R resistance 1 plus A square resistance 2. So insert the value 0.18 for resistance 1 and 0.06 for resistance 2, and A 720 over 240. So input into the formula the value and then do math calculation and then get the answer 0.72 ohms. So for the reactant primary equal to reactant 1 plus reactant prime 2 equal to reactant 1 plus A square multiply reactant 2. So insert the value reactant 1 equal to 0.35 plus 720 over 240 square bracket for A square, and then reactant 2 0.09, and then do the math calculation and then get the answer 1.16 ohms. So redraw back the circuit with the value for reactant primary and resistance primary. So for transformer refer to secondary, resistance secondary equal to resistance 2 plus resistance prime 1 equal to resistance 2 plus 1 over A resistance 1 multiply with resistance 1, and then input the value same as resistance primary, and then do the math calculation, get 0.08 ohms. Reactance secondary, the same formula, x2 plus x prime 1 equal to x2 plus 1 over A square bracket multiply with x1. So input the value from the circuit and then do math calculation, we get 0.13 ohms. So redraw back the circuit and then input the value and then settle. All done. Thank you.